What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts requested. Today, we're going to be jumping into the sounds of some Kizz Daniel, an artist I've been meaning to check out on the channel for a hot minute. Obviously, very aware of what he's up to, and in general, I'm very keen to jump into this one. It's a single that dropped a few days ago. It goes by the name Pour Me Water. This is the video. I think the actual track came out a little while ago, but this is the official video, which dropped a few days ago. So I'm very excited to get into this one. As always, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. We are trying to hit that magic 17k number before the end of the year. So we've got 10 days to do it. We can definitely do it with your help, so please do get involved. So without further ado, let's jump right into this one. Kizz Daniel. Okay.
Yes.
The video looks really fun. Oh, that's cool.
I don't hide like this. I don't drink anything I see.
Okay.
I never prayed for this.
Like, right from the off with this, I'm really loving the approach on the drums. That sort of subtle drum stutter we're getting with the kick drums. That sort of... It's almost like a heartbeat. And again, we've already seen the heart logo throughout this one as well, so maybe that's the thing that's going to tie into it as it goes. But again, loving the sort of look of the video. Got quite a sort of spacey sci-fi feel to it. And then on top of that as well, the instrumental has this really kind of sweeping high-end texture running throughout it as well, which gives it kind of like a spacey, atmospheric feel. Really nice intro. Let's see where we end up.
I knew it could end like this. Girl, if you're done with me, oh baby, go just set me free. Cause I don't decrease like this. For your love, I dey lose my senses.
I'm loving the vocal approach, man.
5 boy like me. Woo. Don't call me cheap, girl. I work for this. Girl, I work for.
Again, that sort of stuttering kick drum underneath is really giving the whole thing a bit of a pulse. It almost feels like it's like a heartbeat running throughout the heart of the tune. And then on top of that as well, you've got these really subtle kind of saxophone and horn lines which are appearing every now and then, almost like in a bit of a call of respond. And then on top of that as well, Kizz Daniel's kind of the harmonies we're hearing from that vocal are really tight. They're really tight. They're not popping up every sort of every bar. They're sort of appearing every now and then, keeping it quite randomized and quite progressive, so it means we are not able to really predict where we're going to go with the tune. Again, loving the direction on this one. Again, I'm loving the actual rhythms that are being used vocally as well. It's really nice, a really clean intro to this one.
And I promise you I will find someone new. Make you no pour me water. Make you no pour me. Put down for breast and soil. If I do bad, if I do bad,
the instrumentation on this one is wavy, man. Whether it be those sort of sweeping saxophone lines, whether it be that kind of groovy guitar riff we just heard running through the middle of the tune as well. The whole approach to this is fantastic. I love the musical arrangement of it more than anything else. It definitely feels like a tune which was always going to be a hit. And again, I like the way the video looks as well. We've got these different sorts of shots. We've got the one where they're kind of in the sort of forest scene. We've got this kind of scene with the kind of luminous yellow. The scene where they're both on the chair with the kind of heart tying them together. Everything about this is really refreshing, man. Again, Kizz Daniel's been someone that I've been meaning to check out. Obviously, I've seen numerous kind of feature appearances from him, but this is the first time, I think, checking out something solo. And I'm really happy I did. So thanks to each and every one of you for suggesting we get into this one. That's a really cool scene, man. Anything with rain and dancing just gets me. You know I'm the kind. Again, those big kind of sweeping organ chords in the background, giving the whole thing a sense of kind of depth, a sense of perspective, a sense of a kind of wider kind of thing going on. I think there's a really interesting sort of back, I suppose, kind of back theme running throughout this one. All of the instrumentation very ascending. There is definitely a kind of heavenly feel about the way the tune's being put together, and I think the video almost represents that as well. That scene where they're dancing in the rain, doing the kind of ballroom dancing routine, I really like that. That's something that I've always found really pleasing. Dancing in the rain scenes will always be like an instantaneous winner with me. But again, the tune sounds fantastic, man. I'm loving how much we've actually crammed into it already. With 1 minute 21 in, we've heard a verse, a bridge, a chorus, an intro, and 4 or 5 different melodies that have all taken a lead role. Really nice kind of differentiation throughout this.
When I text you, go read and
again, the entire scenery for this is really cool.
I know if it's happy everything you did think. You they call me your boyfriend, but why I still they pay for the sex every night? You don't need to say too much. I already know you don't love me much. Fine boy like me.
Everything about this I'm enjoying, man. I've got to say, like, I'm very surprised that this is the first time I've actually got around to properly reviewing Kizz Daniel. Like, again, it's a name I've seen numerous times. I've always seen the views popping. I've seen the features always sounding fantastic. I'm pretty sure there's been a tune or two that I've reviewed on here where he's the feature artist. This is the first time properly giving him his props, I feel, and it's very, very overdue without a shadow of a doubt. Really like this one. The constant switching up in the kind of harmonies on the vocals is the thing that's getting me. It doesn't sound predictable at all. It's constantly changing. There are new elements being added and taken away each and every time. And I think the video is also alongside that as well, in that it's quite unpredictable. There's 4 or 5 different scenes all kind of working in unison. Again, the scene where they're doing the dance routine in the rain. Even this with the big like kind of moon in the background as well looks great. Visually and sonically, very pleasing, this one.
Boy like me, don't call me cheap, girl, I work for this.
Even those little string additions as well sound great.
And I promise you I will find someone new. Make you no pour me water.
That little guitar riff as well.
Put down for breast and sweat.
Even that, bro, the little saxophone riff just coming in. There's about 4 or 5 different elements on this which are just catching me each and every time. Those violin strings that started appearing around the 1 minute 50 mark. Again, adding something completely different, a different sense of kind of urgency, a different sense of orchestral understanding within the tune. It gives it more of a sense of direction. And I think Kizz's performance vocally over the top is definitely mirroring that sense of unpredictability with those harmonies constantly kind of shifting in and out. The general feel of the tune being almost quite desperate in the way it kind of sounds, and you can hear that in the vocal performance as well. I'm a big fan of this one, man. Again, I didn't actually hear it when it first landed, but I'm glad the video dropped a couple of days ago. I've been meaning to get into this one for a few days, and I'm very happy to be doing it again. Out to each and every one of you guys for suggesting we do check out Kizz Daniel, man. Absolute corker of a tune, this one. That dance routine is getting me. There we go, man. This has sounded so cool, and I love the fact that we at no point have heard any sort of repetition. Obviously, the verses do repeat, but they're different in the way that they're kind of harmonized and the way they're structured. The chorus block does repeat, but there's different things about it. There's different instrumentation behind it. It's constantly growing and expanding and shifting, and I think the kind of very vivid look, I feel, of that dance scene where they're in the pool of water, I think that for me is the kind of highlight visually, but there hasn't been a scene which hasn't looked cool either. Like, there's not an element musically which doesn't sound cool, and it's just an overall cool package, I feel, is a good way of kind of describing this. We'll let the tune finish up and then give our final breakdown at the end. Awesome. This was awesome, man. Really, really enjoyed this. Even finishing up on this scene where there's like fire all around as well looks great. Again, there's probably things I've missed in the video. There's probably things I've missed lyrically. If there is, please leave them in the comments down below. I always check the comments just to check if any sort of missed meanings behind tunes. I'm here to examine the sonics more than anything else, so hopefully you guys can fill me in on the bits that I do miss. But there we go. Kizz Daniel with Pour Me Water. Obviously, there's a very popular Mr. Easy tune with the same title. I don't think this is in reference to that, but it might be. Who knows? But yeah, very much enjoyed this one. Musically, this one was great. Love the kind of constant shifting between sort of strings and guitars, and again, that saxophone line sounding fantastic as well. And the constantly shifting use of harmonies, keeping it very unpredictable, was another feature I really liked about this one. But there we go. If you did enjoy this technical analysis, musical breakdown, and reaction of sorts, please make sure you are getting involved with the channel by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. And enjoy the rest of your Tuesday morning. We shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now, but they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.